Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to today's Train Sim World 4 Request the Route stream. Welcome to another one. It's been a while. It's been quite a while. Has been quite a while. Aaron, how are you doing? I believe you're the only one here that has been chatting. I hope that you have been well since our last correspondence. I'll be formal about it. A few hours ago. You've added 500 plus mods. Now, why do I think you're being a little bit exaggerative there, Aaron? 500 plus mods. Where have you sourced 500 plus mods from? It's not impossible. It's not impossible. Just Hey, Safe Shows. How you doing, my man? I need to download I need to download some of the things for tomorrow. 5 circle, no worries, Aaron. I've got you, mate. And then 125 stream. He said you got realism mods on ETS2 and it's way better arcane link if possible. I mean, realism mods is like everything, really, isn't it? Like, I only get mods really to make the gameplay more realistic. So, every mod I have, man. Oh man, I wouldn't even know where to start. Catch me on a Euro Truck stream, and then I can show you my list, and maybe that will help you, and also help you understand why I can't just pull them out from the top of my head right now. I responded to your DMs. I think. Safe. Check your DMs. I responded. I did see them. I need to download is it called Sync? Armor Sync. I need to download that. And I think the mods as well. You showed me the mods, right? So I need to do that as well. A website called File Folder 500 Best ETS2 mods. Okay, as long as all the mods are up to date, I feel like that would be quite difficult to maintain. But if they were being kept all up to date, then yeah, I mean, enjoy yourself, man. You do love the 5 circle, don't you, Aaron? I feel like you're one of very, very few people who do. Let's hear this one. 39 minutes. I know it's a shunt. Wait, how was the shunt service? Oh, it's an empty coaching stock move. Why not? Let's go. It's not something we usually do, to be fair. So I see that you put armor in your schedule. Does that mean that they go back to you? Yes. Check your DM. Did I not tell you? Yeah, Jasper messaged me today. And we're gonna do a TeamSpeak call tomorrow at midday to start off. He said it should be like 10-15 minutes. We're gonna do that, and then we'll move from there. Basically, we'll see when we'll be able to do some stuff. Yeah. That's it for now. I got 100 million in ETS2. Got the best truck and the most expensive customizations. It'd be great. I mean, listen, at your heart's content, to be honest, Aaron. As long as you're enjoying the game, that's it. Yeah, but all you said was appreciate. We'll get to it later on today. Oh, is that the last thing I said? If that was the last thing I said, that's an L from me then. No. Well, now you know how far things have gone. So, yeah. My bad if I didn't update you to that extent previously. But yeah, things are moving. So realistically, by Saturday, we'll be good to go. I can't find an all agency unblock on the early day drivers. Well, how about you do some work yourself, Aaron, eh? How about some of the work you do yourself? At least it'll give you something to aim for. It'll give you a reason. My experience when I've done that before in games, when I've just like cheated my way through, I realize it leaves me feeling quite like unfulfilled. Like I don't have a goal anymore. Like before, my goal was to get money and have all the vehicles and stuff like that. But then I cheat my way there, and then it's like, oh well, what do I do now? So it might be for the best that you need to do the agency stuff manually. So Saturday you're going to be on 100%. I mean, safe shows. I don't know what will happen between now and Saturday. I'm not going to say 100%. Have I planned 100% that we're going to do Armored 3? Yes. There's no other game that's going to take like precedence. I've checked my calendar. There's nothing on the calendar. So, shit, I'm going to be speeding for a bit. I'm unoccupied on Saturday. That doing work myself for my life. What do you mean? It's incredibly, insanely, incredibly super, incredibly, insanely rare. You're always doing work when you're doing the music stuff, you know? That's manual labor. Nabil, I was asked that earlier and I answered it. I have played LSPDFR not since like 2017, 2016 times though. And I considered it just like out of the blue. I considered it, thought about it, and then thought, nah. So just a quick thing about armors that we usually get on like 30 minutes before to set up our loadouts. What times does the thing start? 7? That like the actual like mission, or is it 8? What do you think of it? Well, at the time I thought it was incredible. I was saying earlier how I can't imagine how advanced it is now if it was that good like 7 years ago, 8 years ago. And now I'm fluent with mouse and keyboard, whereas before I used to play with a controller and then only do certain things with the keyboard, things I absolutely had to do. So now it would just be like the best possible experience, because there were so many limitations when using a gamepad back then anyway, when playing LSPDFR. Obviously everything's bound to, you know, keyboard. So now it's like, even if it's exactly the same as I left it, I'm gonna have more fun with it automatically because I'm more fluent, like I said, with mouse and keyboard. I meant I have a lot of history on using custom hacks on multiplayer games, but we're gonna talk about them, okay? Alright. I mean, I've told you how I feel about that, Aaron. That kind of thing. You do you, but it's not for me. As long like for me, as long as you're not ruining someone else's fun, it's okay. But I think you've done that before, so I don't know. Which man requested 5 circle? Aaron. If it's one thing Aaron's going to request, it's going to be 5 circle, without a doubt. 8 p.m. UK, but we start loading it at 7 p.m. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'll be there whatever time I need to be there. Like, safe. Preferably 7, obviously, because that's when the stream starts. I don't know. Obviously, if like that can be streamed, the startup stuff, which I don't see why it wouldn't. If not, then I'll just play like on some multiplayer servers for fun until the time comes. I did. I requested it because it's my fave. I suppose it's some sort of local route to you. Yeah, no, Aaron actually does have a connection to 5 circle, so it makes sense. I didn't say to him at the very beginning though. I feel like he's one of a very few people who want to see 5 circle. But hey, this ain't like a raw river, you know. We've got the enhanced timetable. We've got the enhancement pack. You know, there's been some work done here. There's been some work done. It's better than what it was when it came out the oven. I've done some money drops on GTA Online, but I've lost the cheat menu for it, so I can't do it anymore. And I don't play online, so there's no fun as I cheated. My level to 1k. Yeah, that was what I used to do. I used to go on, there's a website, 7 Sins, and I used to just like find when people were going to do money drops and then go there and just hang around and get money. Because look, I want the cars, and I want the best warehouses and the best this and the best that and the best everything. I'm not going to go and buy shark cards. Do you know how much grinding you have to do to be able to afford that stuff in GTA Online? So the realistic option, if you're not going to sweat GTA Online for 12 hours a day, and then get lucky on top of that nobody's going to blow you up, although I had a glitch on PC to get solo public lobbies using like a firewall. There's like a firewall permission thing you can turn on and off that allows you to be in a public lobby, but you disconnect. Everyone disconnects from you, and you're by yourself in a public lobby. So that's how I used to grind my all my jobs and stuff like that. But even then, man, it's just bad. It was just bad. Like ultimately, to have fun on GTA Online, you have to buy a shark card. You don't have to, but you have to. No, I live born and raised in Ireland, so I just really like the scenery, the computer, and how I communicate. Aaron, realistically, the scenery on here isn't good. Period. That's with all due respect, that's not a debate. I'm talking the scenery that Rivet gave us. It's been touched upon by some modders, but what we got out of the gate from Rivet was atrocious, absolutely atrocious. So I'm sure in real life it looks incredible, hence why the 5 circle is, you know, is when I say notorious, I wouldn't say notorious, but from what I've read in the forums and stuff like that, it's known. It's got a bit of a reputation, and there's a reason it's gonna have a bit of a reputation. I'm sure if Dovetail did it, if Just Trains did it, you know, if TSG did it, I'm sure it would have looked just as incredible as it would have done, as it does in real life. But what Rivet gave us specifically, Rivet's rendition of this is an atrocity. That even after there's been mods on mods on mods on mods, it's still an atrocity. She's online these short cards. I just go to the mod menu. Well, I'm talking about people that play it honestly, Aaron. I'm talking about people that play it honestly, that don't hack, don't use mod menus, don't intentionally go to lobbies where there's gonna be drops. I used to do money drops, but on PS3. RAM usage is only on 15 gig today. It was on 12 earlier before I started streaming and before I started actually playing the room. Like on the menu, it was 12 gig. I don't know where the other 6 gigabytes has gone now. I'm not necessarily going to complain though. People who actually buy Sharkcast are crazy. Agreed. Well, either crazy or they're like YouTubers and streamers that only do GTA content and they spend money but then make it back in like ads and stuff like that. They usually like big. The only people that I know to have spent big money are big like content creators. Which I think as an investment, I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. Now just simply turn on infinite bullets. Yeah, I mean that's one way to go about it. At the end of the day, you're not actually causing any harm to Rockstar, multi-billion-dollar company. And with GTA 6 around the corner, I don't think they give a shit anymore. Who's modding, who's hacking, they don't give a toss. We're beyond that now. Same thing as when all the next gen versions came out of GTA 5, PS3 and PS3. Who gave a toss about PS3 anymore? The way people were like, oh man, I had a friend who had like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars in the game. So when he moved over to PS4 and then obviously to PS5, he still got all that money. Like he'll buy everything he wants basically and still has hundreds of millions. Yeah, it's because Rockstar don't give a toss anymore. Rockstar don't care anymore. Doesn't mean I'm going to risk it though, because I don't know whether it would affect my 5M account or not. Probably would. I would assume it would, because it's still linked to Social Club. What was the point of this? What was the point in sitting here until 8:21? Is there anything going on up ahead? Like, is a train occupying a block? Imagine if on SimRail you had timed signal waits. Not for any reason. Not because they're in a schedule. I'm not talking about the schedule stops. I'm talking these. Where you just sit at a red signal on the main line. You're not on a siding. You're not making way for another train. You just sit at a signal. It's incredible. Incredible stuff. Oh, GTA 6 Online will be more fun. It has to be. It has to be. The thing is, though, you know, the people that made GTA 5 great and GTA Online great, they're not around anymore. You know, they're all different people now that work there. So I wouldn't hold my breath. I wouldn't hold my breath. There was no reason for that wait, by the way. Like, I'm crossing over to the next to the oncoming track, and I didn't need to make way for any train. No train passed. We just sat there until 8:21. It's stuff like this that pisses me off. It's just not even pisses me off. It disappoints me. I think that's the right term. It's disappointing. What was the point in that? What was the point in holding us at that signal? It would make sense if a train was coming the other way. It would make complete sense. But that wasn't the case. Shall we do a Bremen Oldenburg run? Beyond the instead of a camp control? Oh, Jesus Christ! I guess I'll find out what that is. But yeah, of course we can. As long as that's on the timetable, Transport Legend, then we can definitely get to that. We're gonna play with Gen Alpha. Bro, is that what they're actually called? I haven't got a clue. I've never referred to groups like gen this, gen that, boomers and this and that. I'll use boomers. I'll use boomers to like in like a mocking, like joking way, but not like like not in a serious conversation. I'll say, oh, people born from this time to this time, or people within this age range to this age range. Should be. Let's see, man. We'll find out. All ball after 2010. Oh my god, they're teenagers now, innit? They're teenagers. That is sick, innit, man? That is sick. That is sick. Wait until 8:30. You know what? Let's speed up time. Let's speed up time, and see why we need to wait 7 minutes. Let's have a look at this. I don't know where we're gonna go next. I don't know if we're gonna go back onto the left-hand side track. I don't know if we're gonna continue going forward. I have no idea. No idea. But let's see what the game wants us. Let's see what Rivet has coded this 7-minute wait for. Bearing in mind, we're on a timetable that's even busier than the core game. But anyway, let's see. Jen and Alpha's and his brainwash is stupid. I mean, it's a way to obviously differentiate Transport Legend, but just not something that I use personally. Seven minutes is hefty indeed. Hefty indeed. So it ain't good if you're born after 2010. No one. I don't know. I don't know why it would be good. I don't know why it wouldn't be good. I don't know why it would be anything. Here we are, 10 seconds to go. Let's slow down time back to normal. Who said that? Exactly. Remember that Brawl Star party reel I sent you? Which one, bro? You sent me a ton today. Here, look at that. 7 minutes for what? For what? What did we just wait 7 minutes for? And I've got to switch ends. Because now we need to go back another... We need to go backwards now. My real question is, anybody here at Grandpa? Just curious. Not me. That's fair. 612 on the main tail barn. Why not? That will come after Transport Legends Bremen to Oldenburg request. Nico. I hope you're doing well, by the way. Welcome to the stream. Oh, Transport Legend, you'll be surprised, mate. You'll be surprised. There are grandparents who stream. How much more just to come and just to watch? I wish I could just activate the bot like I do in SimRoll. We started this one at 8:07 and we're going to finish at 8:37, which is going to be a shame because it's not going to be too far from finishing it completely. The new timetable still crashes for me, Nico. So I'm not going to use the new timetable. I'm just going to use the default one. My PS4 has a heart attack whenever it goes anywhere near Derby Station. I'm in desperate need of PS5. I'm waiting for the Slim Pro to come out, which could be any time October to March. Yeah, I think that's a wise decision. Although, like every new technology, and I know the PS5's already been out, it's just a slim version, but still, it's still new in its own right. And I feel like there's always something wrong when things first come out. You need to give them like 2-3 months at least to get rid of the little niggles and issues that people have. So you could be waiting, buy it off the jump, and then end up regretting it. If you have Blackpool branches, what's the performance like at Blackpool? Either one, South or North. I think South is a serious one. I could be wrong though. Sad, yeah. Like I see one on Link Rise Tracker. We did that recently. We did that recently. We sorted out that crashing. It's not crashing on Link Rise Tracker anymore, but it's still crashing on Bremen Oldenburg. I don't know. I haven't tried it in a while. I tried it once afterwards because I went on a purge and just removed so many mods from the game. PS5 Slim Pro has like 1 terabyte storage instead of 500 gig, and apparently it's much more advanced than the regular stuff. Oh no! Of course, I would assume, being years after the PS5, I would only expect it to have better features. But what we find the case to be a lot of the time with tech, anything in tech, even cars, is that whenever something's right new, fresh out the door, and everyone's rushing to get it, problems start appearing, cracks start being formed. But because it's been built on previous architecture, you'd think it would just work, right? So hopefully, if you are like fast to get it soon after release, fingers crossed that there aren't any issues with it and you can enjoy it. Michael Branches, never heard of it. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Transport Legends. My friend on Discord is now linking me scam servers that ask for verification and ask to control your entire DC, ACC, or he's trolling. I would say don't trust it. I would say don't trust it. Hello, Ben. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the stream. Let's update this this timetable now. This timetable? It's not a timetable. I'm almost. I look like I'm almost as red as the box itself. Bremen, Oldenburg, and then what did Nico say again? Let me go back up. Main top one. Still no SimSig. No, sir. I only took a 2-hour break, mate. In that, I had a whole phone call, prepared food, had some downtime, which I think I'm entitled to. Did you say what train you wanted to see? Transport Legend. I think you did, but I don't remember. Can you remind me? With the 612. Yeah, that one I shouldn't forget, Nico. I intentionally didn't write it. That one I shouldn't forget. 463. Oh yeah. The cab car, innit? Yeah. Okay. Oh, perfect. We've got a couple 31-minute runs, so we'll just take this one. Middlesbrough. Okay, I think this is only my second time driving this. The first time was to show someone. I forgot who it was. That wasn't allowed at all. I don't think we've ever had this request. It's a new one. Battery, yeah. Is there no C phone here? There is. Maybe I missed it. Oh. That was it. Makes sense why I missed it. Don't forget Breaky. Thank you, Transport Legend. I didn't. His bottom right next to Steve. Thank you. I found it in the end. Thank you for helping me out, though. That would have been just the help I needed. Are the other doors not going to close? Oh, they are closed. They just appear to be open. Okay. Cool. That's cool, isn't it? Oh my god. Okay. Oh, that cooks it. I cooks it. Let's try that again, shall we? Can you replace the viewer attack piston so we can see the time? Sure thing. There you go. Run up the straight to holds. Thank you. It automatically goes back to hold, which is very, very helpful. Very helpful. This is the RE1 that runs between Norda, Mo, and Hanover. In the past, they actually drove with N cars. Nowadays, the Java 7 customers, but not for long. Not for long, eh? I guess they're due to replace them soon. No worries, Transport Legend. Damn, my fingers were on the numpad. That's what I use for braking on Simro. I was ready to use those. Got quite a while to go to our next station. I'm not sure what to think of the sounds. They sound like they were recorded in a tunnel. Because they'll be replaced by the new Alstom. Ah! I can only imagine it's a cool train because I've never seen... I've never heard of the name I think before. I feel like it rings some bells, but I can't say for sure. Just sounds a little bit over the top, doesn't it? Gonna have 3 stops, I think. Hopefully we don't have any issues with PZB on the way. I think I've somehow got the hang of the drive style on the train. Maybe I don't understand it on a technical level, but I understand it enough to get the train going. And hopefully bring it to a stop. We're here to try that one. The local doesn't have any tail lights on. That's a little bit annoying. There's no way it tried to stop me after that. I pressed C4 and the thing came up on the right hand side saying that I pressed it. That's crazy. I don't think there's any more speeding up we need to do before we get to Hood. We're already not doing too good for time, which is not great. As if we have been driving for an eternity. I just wish the tail lights were set on the logo. Like, even though I can't see it, knowing it is bothering me. Said something in the Discord, your opinion on it. Alright. Once we come to a stop. Where is it in the Discord? Is it in the general section? Was it a DM? What was that? 628.2 train on the notice of one of my opinion is too quiet. I can't tell you off the top of my head. I can't tell off the top of my head. Number one, I can't remember how it sounds in game. Number two, I don't know what it sounds like in real life, so I don't have that to compare to. Well, I'm not going to be able to watch the video right now. I'll read what you've written, though, in a sec. I mean, the screenshots now, that I can comment on. I can comment on the screenshot. Definitely a nice screenshot. But not much I can say right now in the video because, yeah. I mean, the end game normally, the loud diesel engines plus the aeros and all against the cab, that's quiet in the cab. Normally isn't. I don't know. Maybe it's got to, I don't know. Yeah. I feel like if it was quite loud, I feel as if that's something I'd remember. So it definitely wasn't super loud. But I can't remember it sticking out to me as too quiet. Hello, Josiah. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Not unless it's just a problem with audio. I mean, I doubt it. If everything else sounds good, there's a reason why the quietness of the 628 stood out to you. No worries, mate. I don't know if it's because I last drove the top one like ages ago. No, but nonetheless, though, like you said, not only is it a diesel, but it's quite an old one. So noise should be like standard. So it makes sense completely if it stood out to you because there was a lack of noise. I would not be opposed to playing that route today, to be honest. Though I am looking forward to main Autobahn, I'll say that much. I do enjoy driving the 612. I don't know exactly what it is about it. The diesel aspect definitely plays a part. But it's just an overall loco I like to drive. Not that I drive it often, but when I do, I enjoy it. What kind of American locos do you like to drive? I like a good drive in the SLR. I like the SLR. The freight loco that's on Sherman Hill, I like. And the one that's on Cajon Pass. I'm not sure exactly of like the numbers. I know that all of them have 44 in them. It's one of my favorites too. Can't go wrong with it, man. Can't go wrong with it. To be fair, I don't think there's any that I don't like. You know, I feel like I like them all quite equally. What would you say your favorite is, Josiah? Assuming you obviously play Train Sim World. All American trains are only pretty good. I agree. I agree. Maybe there's stuff within there that I just don't know. But for my knowledge, for my experience, I'm quite inclined to agree. Though if we're going to do diesel or electric, I prefer American diesels. Generally speaking. Generally speaking. My favorite entire game is really the Class 710 in my opinion. Really? What is it for you that makes it the best loco to drive? Or it's not a loco, but the best train? The Overground is my favorite route, and I've been there before already too. Okay, nice one, nice one. Yeah, I can say alongside you that it has been done very well. That route is my local route, and it was a nice surprise from Dovetail, man. So it was a nice surprise getting a quality product from Dovetail. Is that beep the equivalent of like the other train saying doors are able to be unlocked? What a train it was. Can't take a good route from Dovetail for granted these days, Josiah. I love the old school, I was going to say display. A destination board. You have to press it and hold it for see if it's a clear. You have to hold it for about a second. That one was on me. That one was on me. I just zoned out. I completely zoned out. Because before the scenery is bad. I mean, yeah, it's not perfect now by any means. But we have seen our fair share of disasters. Can I use the Meringue Barn? If there aren't any more requests after the Maintal Barn request, then yeah, Aaron. But right now, not as of yet. Because you requested 5 Circle earlier in the stream. And if there's anyone else that has yet to request that wants to do so, I do want to give them that opportunity. How about Boston? Boston Sprinter? Can't really talk on the scenery aspects. I can't talk on the scenery aspects. But just like general feel of the route, I thought it was pretty solid. Never really had any major issues with it apart from that one scenario where you end up taking a train to the shed, but it doesn't work and you have to do it another way. Yeah, I haven't played it in a while, to be honest. I haven't played it in a while, but I have more or less quite fond memories. Maybe fond memories is a little bit of an exaggeration. It was fine. It was fine. It was cool. I didn't have any issues with it. I like when there's branches in the route. Oh, definitely, man. Definitely. A lot of the good routes, that's what sort of makes them good. We've started to see more of it recently, and I hope that trend continues. I'm not too clued up, but would the West Coast and Main Line have many branches? I wouldn't think so. And if so, I feel like they'd be pretty small. Pretty short, sorry. You think so? If Just Trains are doing it, I'm going to be a very happy bunny. I'm glad the majority of third-party studios are competent. Skyhook Games are doing amazing things. TSG, they do take a while, but they get there in the end. Who else do we have? Thank you very much for the follow. I assume that would be Josiah. Thank you very much for the follow. Skyhook Games. Oh no, Advanced Brick. Thank you very much for the follow. Just Trains are doing amazing. Skyhook Games have really turned it around. Thank you. Sorry, it's delayed. I can only see it on my screen. There you go. There's Josiah. Thank you for the follow. So I can hear it, but I'm watching this stream on my phone, so I have to wait for that little delay to catch up. Thank you very much for the follow, guys. Appreciate it. Just Trains, Skyhook Games, TSG are all very competent. Simtrack are coming. What's the name of the other studio that came up with the livery for the 323 on Birmingham Cross City? But I think they're looking quite promising. Like, realistically, on the negative side, all we have is Rivet. What do you think about the Cathcart Circle remaster? I hope it makes me interested in the route. Right now, it's probably like the second worst route for me after Holiday Express. I've never been excited to play it. I haven't spent any of my own time on it. I've never like had a craving for it. So I hope that this gives it the life it needs. Not only the remaster, but obviously the timetable update and the new stock as well, the 158, the 380. Some of East Coast Mail are, oh yeah, there's that. Isn't it just the one LNER service? I don't bite into that stuff. I don't know how it compares to the real life timetable. If that's the case, then fine. But it wasn't anything that had me drooling over it. Hello Simon, how you doing? Simon has decided to remove the E from my name, and he has stuck beside his decision, and I respect that. They're probably trying to spice it up a little bit. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. I would love if we were to see that more often. I don't think if we were getting the 380 or the 158 that we would have seen a remaster. Cathcart Circle is like, I think it's not really a route compared to some other ones that need a TOD4 upgrade. If it was a thing where they're upgrading all the routes one by one to TOD4, fine. But they're not. They're picking and choosing. And I just don't think Cathcart Circle really deserve that spotlight. But for the people who obviously are into that, whether they're based in Scotland or like our very own Transport Legend, or whether they're just fans of the route, good for you lot. You know, it's a good thing ultimately. Just not something that appeals to me specifically and personally. No worries, Simon. I've never complained, mate. I reckon I like I clock onto it every time. I've never complained. I ain't got an issue, man. At the end of the day, the way you spell it is the way it's pronounced. So arguably, maybe it's for the better to help with pronunciation. Maybe cough. I remember asking you, you said you didn't mind. But no, yeah, there you go. I've never been fussed. I've never been fussed. I feel like if you're with me physically and you've heard me say it and you've said it wrong, no worries. I will correct you. If you then continue to say it wrong after I've corrected you and you're again we're face to face, and then I just feel like you're taking the piss. Can't go wrong with a sax, can you? We had a sax player at our wedding. He did the job. Tell you what, he did the job, and he did it very, very well. Ah, the 612. I had 642 in my mind. I'm not the biggest fan of the 612, I'll be honest. I find the control system just a little bit just unnecessarily complicated. I don't mind the complicated system, but it just seems a little unnecessary. No one can pronounce my name either. It's Trainer. You told me before. You told me before it's Trainer, I remember. I'll spell it if they hear it. Yeah, no, if I heard it and then you asked me to write it down, I would never spell it the correct way. Yo, what was that about? I can't control that on the keyboard. Okay, not a big deal, but thought I'd point it out. I love that this is here. Just makes sense, doesn't it? Thank you, Nico, for the reminders of all the systems. What do you think about remasters in general? Yes, I'm for them. Obviously, so I'm for them just being TOD4 upgrades, just looking pretty. But if they could do a thing where they actually throw in a little DLC or redo the timetable, just freshen it up, liven it up. At the very minimum, maybe add some fixes if necessary. I'm with that. But if it's just literally just the weather system and the lighting, I'm actually okay with that. Obviously, it depends how much time and like manpower is dedicated to that. Why does the audio keep bugging out? I hope you guys can still hear the game and the music as well. Remasters are important to TSW and should be encouraged. I'm in agreement. That's got to be a decent one, I reckon. I hope so. I really hope so. I don't see why it shouldn't. I'm not doubting it. I'm not doubting it. I'm just saying I hope so. Because I always feel like it's a route that I had a decent amount of expectation for. It's not like I knew the route beforehand. But, you know, a little commuter route, the way it all routes, like, it just... Conceptually, it was good. It was nice. I was just really, really let down by it, man. I mean, the 314 was partially at fault because I just find it just a simple loco. And I don't have an issue driving like a 377, a 323, like easy locos. It's just something about that, man. Something about that train and the route that just never did it for me. This is the sound of the engine howling, just beautiful. I'll give you the sound. Don't worry, Nico. Once I can give it the full power, then we're gonna hear it for real, for real. You can even do it from the outside if you want. Why is there no destination thing? Can't be asked. After this timetable, can you do Long Island Railroad commuter? Of course I can, Josiah. Got about 27 minutes to go or so. %100% power. Can you hear me still? You can hear me. It's just the camera. Oh. Thank you for letting me know. We continue. And I reckon timetables are the most important part of remasters. I can forgive a lot with a good timetable. I mean, hey, the London to Brighton route is, for a lot of people, for a long time, was very difficult to run. Very difficult route to run. And a lot of the people, yeah, they complained. They did make a point of it. But for the most part, they turned a blind eye to it. Because, yeah, like, the timetable was bloody amazing. Yeah, timetables play a huge part. A huge part. Massive part. Like, at the end of the day, for most of us, local routes or local stations, journeys that we'll take on trains, take place with life. We're accustomed to seeing all sorts of different liveries and train operating companies, and, you know, like, for example, with Barking, I'll go to Barking and there's just a constant flow of trains, be it the London Overground, C2C, the London Underground, 66 every now and again. But I play it in game, and the Goblin Line is an amazing, incredible route. But Barking just feels so dead. So dead. It's a hub of life, in reality. It's a hub. And that just doesn't translate into the game, unfortunately, which is why some people are making some crazy, like, suggestions with, like, putting a 377 in like a white livery to stand in for C2C. Like, people are coming up with some ridiculous you know, ways to circumvent that. It annoys me that the 313, 314 family has been around for ages and they haven't released different liveries and variants. I mean, that's just a train sim world curse in general, realistically. We were having this conversation on Saturday, I think, during Simro, where on Simro, every train has like a bunch of liveries. Not a bunch, but like the tracks only has 2, but at least it has 2. You look at like 99% of the stock on Train Sim World, it's just one livery. Just the one. C2C do have some Avengers now, so that could be worked. I went on one for the first time about a month ago. Oh, let me tell you. It felt like luxury. Maybe because it was all new, but it just felt... I don't know whether it was placebo or not. Because realistically, even the regular stock, I forgot the actual name. But even they're pretty comfy and quiet and nice. But these ones are just fresh, and they just look good. And we already have the 700s to build off them. So, you know, all we're really waiting on is the licensing. Really, it would be a good route. It would be a solid route, without a doubt. Shortly departing from Curtin. Are you flying, Nabil? Of course you are. It's even worse with the locos because new liveries don't need a new interior. Right. Right. And it's not like the Creators Club is an amazing piece of kit either. That's all we really have other than mods, so you know, circumvent that. What routes would you like to see in TSW? Naturally, being born and raised within London, I would like to see some more underground routes. The Metropolitan, namely, and the District line routes. And that's it, really. I've never really been out there when it comes to trains. You know, my family went into trains. We never went on train stays out. We never really took trains to different cities. So all I really know is London Underground. So it's a bit of a boring answer, I feel, but one that's, you know, it's got a reason behind why I've chosen it, which I think is fair. Eurowings, you love Eurowings, innit? Eurowings and Eurowings TUI and RAM. You love it. The Expert 101 could come with some cool liveries, but they won't. DB painted one into the same livery as our coaches. Ah, I had a mod for the 101 that brought in like 5-6 different new liveries. That was pretty cool. It's just a shame that the situation is what it is. I'm so like I'm actually bothered by the fact that the new emotes aren't the same size as the old ones. They have special spot in my heart. I'm sure they do, man. What's your favorite in Nomsy? What do you tend to drive? Creators Club is fine, but the trains appear too randomly. The editors don't have the access that DTG can do. Simon, it depends what area of Creators Club we're talking to. Creators Club as a service is great, but when you go to, in terms of usability, it's not great. You can get what you need done, but it's going to be a hassle and it's not going to feel great. But as a service, for what it provides, yes, it's good. I need to tune into the streets more often. Punk! But you won't. How you doing though? I hope you've been good. It's been a while. Fuck me, it feels like all I do is moan on this. Well, I mean, it says a lot about train sim mode, isn't it though, Simon? Realistically, if I was playing Simro now, or fuck it, even GTA, and you were here, you would have go, what's there to complain about? Euro Truck, American Truck Simulator. What's there to complain about? Like, fair enough. It always ends in that. And it's the same for me as well, by the way. I try not to. I don't try not to, actually. I just let things be, to be honest. It is what it is. If I'm going to talk about train sim mode and end up complaining most of the time, that's not on me. If I complained about every game I played the same way, then yeah, that's fair. But I don't. Mercedes and man. But now, like, what like companies? I've been focusing on myself, working on editing certain projects. I'm more focusing on yourself. Now that I can never talk down on. I hope part of that is a sleep schedule, man. I hope you're getting more sleep now at night. Well, you were getting enough sleep. It was just at fucked up times. As a console player, you get hand-drawn DB logos in Creators Club. Hand-drawn. Why doesn't it work the same as? Why did it work the same as on PC? I don't know. I can't. Sorry. Bro, I'm playing BeamNG Driver watching this. That's a game I've been like, should I? Should I not? Should I? Should I not? Should I? Should I not? Currently, it's been no. But hopefully one time I can get into it. I see it as a game that I know, you know, it's not new anymore. The hype's kind of gone. But it doesn't seem to die. So, to be honest, regardless of content, I feel like it's a game I could get into still. I like to think I give credit when it's true, even to Dovetail Games. Simon, I think the best thing you can do is just call it what it is. If something's done well, say it. If something's not done well, say it. Like, have principles to stand on, and then, you know, at the end of the day, if you happen to constantly, quote unquote, constantly moan about a particular thing, then you know that's not on you. That's on your standards. And if something's not meeting your standards, by all means, complain. Fair enough, Nabil, by the way. I don't know if I responded to that already or not. That's fair to say. I've noticed when I was gone, there was more evening streams. Well, if you check the schedule, Bonk, on Discord, you'd see that last week and this week as well is a 2 streams a day thing. I'm bringing Tuesdays into the mix now as well. Putting in a little more work, you know. I don't think the DB logos in Creators Club PC editors can mod it in because it's a drawing. Okay, that I didn't know. So there is a way to share mods with people, even though they might not want mods on their game. That's interesting. Doing those people a favor and they don't even know it. I hate the fact that this thing, yeah, sometimes you can click it and drag it, other times you can't, and you have to scroll. It's such a stupid little thing. 24, so we'll end at 54. What time are we due into Miltenberg? 58. That's a shame, isn't it? So close yet so far. I've never driven the 612 here before, I don't think. We drove the 612 recently, a couple of weeks ago. I don't believe it was in the main top, but I think I'm going to need to refill my water at some point. I do have a drink I can drink, actually. If it's just about soothing my throat. Give me some TSW5 leaks. You got me in Birdman mode right now. I can't. We need to know what the main routes are. I would like to know what the main routes will be as well. If it's coming. If it's not on the roadmap, apparently. I reckon I'm constructive, not all critics are, but it's much frustration. Yeah, Yeah, I think it's important to be what's the word? Like be grounded. Be grounded. And like I said, have your standards and have your principles and stick to them regardless. If they're too high for some people, that's their issue. If it's too low for some people, that's their issue. You'll find your crowd. I'm sure I've complained about Train Sim World 4 and lost followers, lost subscribers, lost viewers. Do you know how often I'll check my view account after I finish a little run about TSW4 and I'll see the numbers have dipped? Almost every single time. It is what it is. And I don't mind. They're entitled to their opinions. If they don't want to hear that, that's completely fine. That's completely fine. I forgot about that little screen on the right. I'm so used to those screens not being operational. Keep meaning to do review vids, but I need a better mic. Listen, Simon. Obviously, I don't know your mic quality. I don't know how I'm assuming it's bad, right? I don't know how bad it is, but surely there's ways that to go around it. Yes, it's not going to be the same level as a mic that costs hundreds and hundreds of pounds, for example. But where there's a will, there's a way. Always. So I will always say, don't get into that mentality of, oh, I need to do this, but I need to get this first, or I need to do that, but I need to get there first. No. If you were feeling to do something, fucking go ahead, because the longer you postpone it, the more time passes. That time's gonna pass anyway. 5 years is gonna come. If we're gonna see the next 5 years, it's gonna come. And are you gonna be still saying to yourself, "Oh, I need this mic. I made the right choice not to make a move," or are you gonna be thinking to yourself, "You know what? I might as well just put out anything at this point," and then built a little following, built a little fan base, built a little community of people that are of one mind. Trust me. It's poisonous, that mentality of, oh, I need to, unless obviously there's no way you can do the thing, then of course, yeah, it makes sense to wait. But if it's at all possible, go for it. Famous quote. Exactly. I wasn't going to finish it, but just for the people that may never have heard it before, I had to. Yeah, I did a test one and it picked up too much noise. Also, I just skipped it for a while. Back a little Brilliant Pop Shield. Have a look on Amazon at how obviously I don't know your financial situation, but have a look on Amazon and you can get an idea of how cheap they can be. Same thing with a stand. Same thing with like an arm, not a stand, sorry, an arm. Very simple, it just screws into the table. It's cheap. It's cheap. This is cheap. But it does the job. It does what I need it to. The light I'm using. Ah, shite. The light I'm using. It's just this. It's just a small little thing that just clips on my monitor. I want the big boy ones that stand up on big poles and have like boof, one on each corner. You know, I want that, but I'm not gonna wait until I get that before I do my thing. And this light's not great. I know it's not great. I always complain, and the camera as well. The camera sucks. I always complain that I look like a watermelon. I look like the inside of a watermelon half the time, or I look like a ghost. There's no in between. But hey, it's good enough, isn't it? That's really encouraging. No worries, man. I do have a better mic, but I don't have to connect it. Does it use an XLR cable by any chance? What mic is it? If it uses an XLR cable, you're gonna need. I'll plug you. I'll let you know what you need. No matter how rich you are, you can still be entertaining. Exactly. Listen, it's personality. It's just like, you know, for example, I'm gonna use like sim racing as an example because obviously I'm into that. Some of the best times that have been set. Let me talk racing in general online on gaming. Some of the best times that have been set have been on like lower end wheels that cost £200, £250, and then you've got people racing on wheels where the base alone costs over £1,000. That can't get anywhere near the people that race with £250 wheels. So it always depends on the person. It's always down to the person. You don't need jack shit. Like Speed, KSI, like all these personalities. It was their personalities. You know, it wasn't that. God knows what setup they had and what camera and all of this and that, but it was just personalities that shone through. It's Bluetooth, it's a headset. Did it not come with an adapter at all? It should have come, if it's Bluetooth only, it should have come with an adapter that you plug in, a USB adapter that you plug into your PC. Can't even tell if it's on or off. I was literally looking at it. It started ringing, so it must have been on. So I cleared it. It turned off, but I couldn't tell the difference. What other games do you stream? GTA 5 roleplay on the NoPixel server. American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator 2. SimRail. Minecraft is planned to be weekly. Arma 3, which is completely new to the channel, might be a weekly thing depending on how this week goes. So a fair bit. I'm planning on bringing sim racing in once I've purchased the DLCs I need for Assetto Corsa Competizione. And yeah, we'll figure out. That's gonna be at least 2 days or 2 days a week. I love my sim racing, and it's been a while, and it's time for a comeback. It's almost time for a comeback. Connects directly. Oh, okay. Have you got the drivers for it? I know you said you'll figure it out. I won't be like too technical then, but make sure obviously like you've got drivers, the correct drivers. Make sure your sound settings are all set like correctly. Sometimes all it is are drivers. Download the drivers, install them, restart the PC. Bob's your uncle. All of a sudden, it's as if it's always worked. Have you ever tried Train Simulator Classic? I have. The issue is, Josiah, is that I tried it after playing Train Sim World. I tried it for like an hour years and years and years ago, like 2015, 2016 times. Didn't like it, deleted it straight away. Then I got back into the Train Sim genre. Well, it's not like I was in it, I just tried it. But then I took another try at it with Train Sim World 2, and I've been regularly playing Train Sim World ever since. Bought Train Sim Classic some point last year. I think it was last year. And a few routes, very cheap. It was a sale. And I couldn't. Now, if I had played Train Sim Classic and then went on to Train Sim World, maybe I'd be fine. But it's very difficult for me to do, even with all the mods and enhancement packs, and it's tough. I can see myself maybe spending an hour on it, tops. It's a PS5, so driver's not really within my control. Oh, PS5. Huh. Okay, that's a different kettle of fish then. That's a different kettle of fish. It's worth to literally just type in on YouTube how to connect name of headset here to a PS5. You know? Because yeah, I've never owned a PS5, so I've got literally zero idea. Train Simulator Classic just needs a timetable mode so that everything's being scenario based. But it's never gonna have one though, is it? Like it's past that point now where they could have added it. Just a cough. Nice one, Nabil. Hopefully everything's smooth. Hopefully you're able to land today without any issues. I think a lot of people, not yourself, are quite lazy with TSW vids, just reading their own extra insight, for example. I know you said not me, but I will say. So it's two things. I feel personally as if I lack natural creativity. That's why I don't make YouTube videos too often, even though I really want to, and I still do. Like I've always wanted to, I still do want to. I struggle to talk for the sake of talking. Like I've been talking for a while on here because I've been bouncing off you guys. I can't do that when I'm alone. It's tough. I can do it for like a short while, and then it kind of all goes to shit. And two, like I said, like I alluded to earlier, I haven't been like a train fanatic growing up. I was never in that environment. I always found them interesting, and riding them was always really fun. And because I've always had an attention to detail, I've always picked up on certain things, which kind of have made me more attracted to trains in general. But I've never been the type to read up on trains and watch documentaries and gain all this knowledge. Everything I know is from you guys and the forums. I'll be dead honest. So that's why I personally don't excel. You can look at my train sim vids. Mostly they're just like train journeys without any commentary. I've tried, there's two Samaringbahn videos that have commentary that I feel like I've done pretty well on, considering I have an issue with the whole talking thing, but yeah. But then there's people that obviously will kind of fake that knowledge. And this is why I say I don't do the whole fake bullshit, because we're human beings. I'm a human being, you're a human being. We can read each other. You more than me because you can see me as well as hear me, watch my expressions and all of that. I can only go off what you're typing. So when now someone's faking that knowledge and faking a particular personality, that's when it becomes a little bit problematic. And I've gone way over half an hour, but you know what? We're 4 minutes away. I don't give a shit. When the music looks not bad like Hanover the other day. I don't know. I really don't know what was going on at Hanover, Nabil. And the fact that it happened twice at different times of the day is crazy as well. Sorry. Born a train lover, always a train lover. I love that for you, Josiah. I love that, man. Trains are... I can appreciate how there's so much depth. Whether you take one train alone and take a look at it, whether you look at diesels and electrics, whether you look at the 80s era, the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, the 2020s, the 1980s, 70s, 60s, steam, like in every area of trains, there's depth. I love that. I love that. But I can't now pick up everything that a lot of people have had a lifetime of experiencing and learning. For me, I've always been cars, racing, and just cars in general. That's what I've always been into since I was young. Grew up on Need for Speed, Gran Turismo. That's pretty much it. All my friends are playing Forza and sorry, not Forza, yuck. All my friends are playing FIFA. And Call of Duty. I owned a lot of FIFAs, but Like in secondary school, when personalities are now forming and, you know, people are finding themselves, I was already fast, man. Yeah, I can relate, but I think these streams had more as an honest reaction. That's what, there's value in it. Like, in every phase of my life, I've stood on respect and principle and honesty and being real. Like, that's embedded into me. It's come out in different forms over the years, but that core thing is embedded into me, and that's what I'll always value, because I value it in myself first. So I'll come here and I'll say whatever I'll say. I said this the other day. I've had ambassadors, Trade Sim World ambassadors, in the comments on a live stream. They've hung around, they've chilled. We've had, you know, little brief conversations here and there. I'll still give my opinion, my honest opinion. I'll still give my honest opinion. And if Dovetail turn to me and say, hey, you know, we do want to offer you an ambassador kind of relationship, but we just feel like you're being a little bit aggressive, I'm gonna be like, that's fine. Don't give it to me. Don't give it to me. I'm not fast. What am I gonna do with it anyway? Realistically, I don't know if I can disclose something I was involved in, because I signed like non-disclosure agreements, but the game's like, the demo of the game is out now. If you want a clue, it's a game that's disappointed a lot of people. I think a prepared video should require more preparation and more easy existence streams. So, oh boy. My Train Sim World 4 versus SimRoll video, that's doing very well. It's on 1.2k. The retention on it is incredible. That's scripted. I wrote the script for that in about an hour. It was about four. It was four full pages on Word. I just got to write it and I just went ham. Like, I just didn't stop. I wrote like 3 pages before I went to bed, and then woke up the next morning and finished it. And that video, in numbers terms, in terms of analytics, is miles ahead of anything else in recent times, other than that Eurotruck video that did well for some reason. So there's definitely fruits in taking time and planning. 100%. 100%. I need to do more of that. My issue is I don't have topics. I can't think of shit. Like I just need to sit down and meditate one time, man. I'm sure I'd get a lot of ideas come to me. Look at me, I put my legs up, like ready to have a conversation. Right, let's get back to business. when it's like end of the stream vibes, and I just say having a conversation of chat. That's literally how I'll just put my feet up. I'm literally like, I'm in that zone of like having like a conversation. Right, Long Island Railroad it was, from Josiah. So let's add that to the list and get to it. I don't need to put 2. If you're still gonna think, punk, that I'm gonna play Long Island Railroad 1, you're having a bubble. You're having a giggle. You're having a laugh. Oh mate, if you were here earlier on the GTA roleplay stream at the beginning of it, if you want to hear a British accent, if you guys want a Brit, I'm not a British accent. I'm a son of immigrants. I have not got a British accent. If you want to hear a British accent, go watch that stream. Is that the first encounter I had? What train shall we run, Josiah? Help me out here, lad. You get reviewers who are like, these are a business can do what they like, and others who are like, I'm not interested in this route, so TSW shouldn't make it, and you want change in between. Yeah, definitely need more voices there, because you can't have either one extreme or another extreme. To be fair, I have been making videos giving my opinion. I've made one for London Overground. I made one for Long Island Railroad. The London Overground one got views relative to normal things. It still got less than 1,000. Long Island Railroad one did poo, but I made them. And I gave my honest opinion. And if you know how much I was shitting on this route on day one, you'll see like the change. I describe like the change in opinion and why in that video. But like no one's watched it. So it's like, you know, it's easy to get discouraged. But I don't think I will. I'll continue doing that, you know, giving my opinion on routes. But yeah, they don't really pick up my traction. The first one, M3. I like the M3. That's a good choice. Well done. It's like I just like old, rusty stock. Something about it. It's clickety clackety. Yeah, that comparison video is really good. And I did my test review with an idea of what to say, but then I write it down and end up rambling. That's what I do. I have a big issue with waffling. I'm a waffler. I can yap and yap and yap and yap and yap. I am a veteran in yapping. Here's my certificate in yapping. Where's my certificate of yap? This is my certificate of yap. I'm a certified yapper. If I don't have something to go off, even notes, I made a video, I made a guide. Something feels off. I made a guide for something on an Assetto Corsa server. That video was really good. It unfortunately didn't do well, but it was a niche. It targeted a niche. So, you know, understandable. And that helped a lot. Just having something to go off helped. Not as great as a full-on script, but it was good enough. But yeah, if you want to be serious, it's without a doubt. Without a doubt, you need a script. In my opinion, anyway. Each to their own. We don't need to charge brakes, do I? No, I do. I can play FIFA, for example. It's not a bad game, but it's not like I'm sweating and announcements with the tryhards. Yes, yeah. I don't care. I'm not fussed about all of that. Bro, that was only like when all the boys would you know link up weekly. That was it. It was FIFA. The good days. Some weed and some FIFA and some food, and we're good. We were good. Good days, man. Good days. Everyone's going their own way now. Such as life, but those were the days, man. Those were the days. But yeah, I would never like sweat, basically. Well, I'd sweat in those sessions because there was pressure on me. Actually, no, there wasn't pressure on me because I was shit anyway. I was like the worst there, so I would just end up sweating to embarrass certain players. It would work a lot of the time. Honestly, I'm disappointed before TSW 4 with the scenery and the timetables and non-linear routes, the lack of other routes ended. Josiah, we've had a lot of conversations on here. Not you and I'm talking myself and chat. Over the days and weeks and months. And the one thing that gets repeated over and over again is that there's so much potential and they don't do anything with it. It just wastes away. It just wastes away. And the excuses aren't good enough. The excuses just aren't good enough. TSW4 other than the lighting upgrades, which could have been done on TSW2 by the way. That's why some TSW anyway. The lighting stuff and every single feature that we have today in TSW4 that came after TSW2 could have been done on TSW2. What we have is a glorified TSW2. TSW3 was a glorified TSW2. What is up with all these iterations? Anyway, we had this conversation the other day. I'm not going to go into it too much, but yeah. It's just disappointment and just disappointment, I think. Just disappointment and frustration. That Belzen is new, by the way. That's new to me. Disappointment and frustration are usually the words of the day when it comes to Dovetail and state of the game conversations. As for Rivet Games, let's not even go there. We don't even need to go there. We don't need to go there. We've traded people for Sifa. Well done, Simon. Well done, Simon. You didn't. It didn't take you a second. No hesitation. Didn't need to think about it. Love it. I have indeed traded FIFA for Sifa. Aaron, you still about, mate? I probably made you angry with my opinion. Why? I just explained to you how I agree. What makes you think you made me angry? What makes you think you made me angry? Was I not clear in what I said? With River, oh, my guy, you were not here an hour ago when I was going through. Oh, this is really annoying. I've never heard this thing before. This ring, ring, ring. Anyway, I was going through the third-party studios to say like, okay, this one's good, this one's not, this one's good, this one's not, and I realized the only bad studio we have is River. Skyhook Games are doing amazing. TSG are doing amazing. Who are the other ones? Just Trains are doing amazing. It's just River. And you know, I had a go at them on Saturday. I think it was as well during the Simrel stream. I had another go at them. What would I possibly have to stand on arguing for River? Bernina line? Yes, that was a good route. Bernina line was good. What else? What else? 5 Circle? Trash. West Cornwall Local? Trash. Rosa Line? Trash. The 204? Trash. Lose to Cersei? Trash. Give us a break here. Give us a break here. My brakes are on 90%. Is that not enough for you? It was 90% braking not enough for you? I believe, oh, it really did that to me, huh? Okay. It really did that to me. Or equals trash. Hello, Jason. Here's another man with a solid opinion. The good thing in terms of like, not in terms of ganging up, but in terms of for sanity's sake, is that I don't recall anyone being on these streams and arguing these opinions, and we all seem to share one mind. Not because you guys are fanboys of me, not because I'm fanboying you. You guys don't know me from Nish, but hey, I'm speaking logic. You guys are talking logic, so it works. You can only defend Dovetail and Rivet with logical arguments for so long. Even the logical's got illogical in it. If you wanted to take a deeper look at those arguments. How you doing, Jason? It's been a while. I thought about you earlier. But let's try a Rosa line again. If they can use LiDAR data, if they can make it as good as Bernina line, I will stand up and clap. I'll make a YouTube short, and the whole 30 seconds will just be me clapping with a remastered Arosa line or a version 2 of Arosa line as a background. I promise you I'll do that. I promise you I will do that. Again, the potential is through the roof. Arosa line is gorgeous in reality. Gorgeous. Bernina line is one of the best routes in the game in my opinion. Just in terms of scenery. Just in terms of feeling like you're there, not many routes do it like Bernina line. I'm sorry. Not many routes do it like Bernina line. Only saving grace River had was Island Line 2.0. I didn't mention that. That was okay. That was okay. That and Bernina line. And that's about it. That's about it. It's doing delivery, which wasn't their fault. Yeah, to be fair. Bit of a life. Jason, as long as you're in good health, my man. Life will life. As long as you got the strength to keep pushing on through it. I've been good, thank you. Can't complain. There's a lot going on. But I wake up every morning. I've got a roof over my head. I've got a bed I'm sleeping on. Got food in my belly. For the most part, can't complain, man. Can't complain. I don't have to Bernina. No, but I made a video like an idiot. I made a video like a fool. Like a fool. Go and check my 5 circle video, please. Go and check my 5 circle video after the stream. I sat there like a dickhead and I said, you know what? I've got hope in Rivet. I said, you know what? Bernina line was incredible. It looks like Rivet are turning a new page. They're turning a new leaf. I sat there and said that like a dickhead. I sat there like a mug. Sat there like a fool. Sat there like a right twat. And said, this might be Rivet's arc. Oh, how foolish. Oh, how foolish I was. Oh, how foolish I was. So, Nabil, I hear you, my man. I hear you, my man. I never played TSW1, Josiah. There's no need. Even if I had it. I have TSW2 and I have TSW3. What reason on earth is there for me to continue playing those if I have TSW4? I'm not of that brigade that are doing that in protest. Oh, POV! I thought you were asking me. I don't play. I wouldn't understand. I would make an argument against that. So unless your reasoning for playing TSW1 is that you simply cannot afford to upgrade, I don't understand it. Because at least from the first TSW, there was a big improvement. Up until TSW2 with the Unreal Engine upgrade. Even that was a bit shaky at first. Every day is a new day, start a new day fresh, and new episode. That's it. That's it. I'm not a Bible basher, but I'll say the Bible says, let tomorrow worry about itself. For today's problems are sufficient for today, or something like that. It goes something like that. So, as a principle to live by. River did not become the second Skyhook. Oh man, but they could have. Oh, they could have. It was in their palm. You had it here. You had it right there. Threw it away. Just started watching Ubisoft broadcast of the new Assassin's Creed Shadows. Looks good. Navi, other than environment, how does it differ? How does it differ from the previous one? Other than environment. Only reason people still play to stuff is OG and EC. And that as well. I should have said, yeah, that's a very good one. And that as well. I missed that route badly. I think it's pretty good that I didn't get to play it, because I feel like I would have as well. I'm not a Bible basher either, but I told them that they walk away. What? What? Why? Why? You're a hero. Like at least with any faith, there's arguments and opposing faiths. Who's opposing blood donations? That's ridiculous. That's gotta be a joke. I can't believe. Nah, there's no way, man. I can't imagine that for the life of me. I can't imagine that for the life of me. Gender identity, I hear it. But blood donations? Even jobs. See, you can tell someone a job that you work and they're like, no thanks. Jehovah's Witnesses are against blood donating, receiving donated blood. I mean, hey, I've got an opinion about Jehovah's Witnesses, but I'll keep it to myself. For the better. New stealth weapon system, crawling in the shadows. Crawling in the shadows! Okay, it's a new mechanic, that's what I asked for, that's fair. Knocking out lights to remain stealthy, and a grappling head to throw out and use like a rope swing. Whoops. You can kill with it too. Okay. Only because I rock with the location as well. Fine. If Aru got extended like Southeastern Lights, I highly appreciate that. Oh yeah. No one complained about that. 100%. What's the likelihood though, realistically? What's the likelihood? So this just rings and rings and rings until like you get to the speeds. There's no such thing as suppression. Descending already. Damn, that was quick. I mean, you're going at like 500 miles an hour, to be fair. Go back and watch the Ubisoft presentations on Twitch. I probably won't. But if I'm in a position to, I would like to give it a go when it comes out. Probably do a little playthrough. That would be nice. I haven't really done something like that on the channel before. SAH Extended 3.0. Where would it go? Ashford, maybe? wouldn't be a good enough extension for me because that should have come in this one if we're being honest. Well, not this one, but you know what I mean. It should have come in the second one. Like, for goodness sake, the Trace Sim Classic version goes to Ashford. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are we going backwards? We can really have a big network in North Rhine-Westphalia with the routes we have. Germany's potential of like connecting routes and extensions is ridiculous. Ridiculous. But hey, that's potential. Why would Dovetail utilize that? But hey, TSW5. Hey, suspension improvement. That should have come at the very beginning, but we're still waiting for them. Haha. What are the odds, yeah? That I'll shit out a turd, and it would have more principle than Dovetail do, with their lies and their false promises and their misleading USPs. Well, I just pre-ordered the collector's edition. Just couldn't help myself. Oh, Navi. You are a controversial fucker, ain't ya? You are a controversial motherfucker. Whoops. Ash was in the current version. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry, yeah. Is it Dover then? Sorry, yeah. Dover. It must have been Dover. Because I remember playing... It's one of the few routes I've played, to be fair, so... It's a network I'm fairly interested in. And I was just seeing all these stations and all these names. And I'm like, whoa. We can go here. We can go this far. I can get in a 375 and take it this far. Oh. And that's what attracts me to TSC, if anything at all. Not just for the line, that particular line, but in general. I think I literally went to Ashford the last time we played. We took a 395. Here's a fun fact. Well, apparently that's the reason that Dovetail are struggling to sort out any more freight routes. Which, you know, fair enough. But then why can't they go to like second class railroads then, if first class are giving them issues? That is crazy to me that the freight takes priority in the US. Like, it makes sense for the sort of country that the US is, but yeah, I still find it wild. I like the full loop to come at some point, but what happened? Nah. Not unless someone gets creative with the editor. And even then, God forbid there's the ability to cook. God forbid that comes in TSW4. Is this a New England Road? You see this the outside. It is, but it's not the M9. Oh Lord, it's the M3, the one from the first Long Island Railroad. Hey! What time of day is this when all the sidings are quiet, or is it the other side that's usually full? Oh, here we go. That's more like it. These are the new trains, Navi. The M9. You got the blue livery with the little yellow and black. Got blue here as well. Yeah, I'm sure what Simon and the bill you guys discussed said would be amazing. My German geography is very limited. in the glitch of a German train. That I can comment on because yeah, the potential for anyway. There's always potential. There's always potential. And as time goes on, not utilizing that potential is just gonna come off as more and more and more ridiculous. Looks a bit barren. It's a decent timetable. It's a decent timetable. I thought it was a little quiet at first, but it really does depend on what time of day you're driving through. Taking some routes that have felt completely barren, quieter than a lot of the first TSW routes, and I've taken other runs where there's been constant action. Fortunately, I will not buy this now after the row I had with Dovetail. I'll let me give another penny of money. Oh, hello! Fill us in. Fill us in, Lavi. What row? When did this happen? What took place? What was said? The Rhine rural area is about 50 in the medium to huge cities. It's quite close together with the roads of railway lines between. Yeah, Nabil like made like a little map. I don't know whether he made it or he sourced it from somewhere. And seeing it, having it like visually represented, really puts it into perspective. So HRR is realistically one of the ones that is in dire need of a refresh. Can't see many people saying no to that. Losing 32nd, really? I haven't heard great things about that. Never played it myself, and I've been told like it's for the better. What makes it shine for you? Or are we talking in terms of like potential? That's what makes it shine. It's absolute shit. So why did he say losing 30 seconds? Name one thing bad about Naruto Ban. See, maybe if I knew it in real life, I'd be able to be critical. It uses a lot of performance. That's about all I've got. That is about all I have. A mainline SPB route could be so good. Just had a loco, some IC coaches and freight wagons. Send that bit, that's a nice route. I can't see Rivet doing. I can't see Rivet doing something like that. No chance. Ah! No chance. Scenery is amazing in that route. Especially when you're in like, when you're on the sections where the trees almost like cradle you. It is a good route. That's TSG for you, man. Listen, they'll make you wait. Don't get it twisted. Oh, they'll make you wait. But it will be worth the wait. It will most certainly be worth the wait. If they surprised us with like a another livery on the 218, that would be great. That would be great. My issue is, right, the main man for TSG is Mike. Yeah. The reason why the 218 has taken so long, and he's denied this, which is like fair. But logically looking at it, I'm not convinced. The main reason, realistically, that it's been delayed as much as it has is because Dovetail keep using him. Oh, can you help us with this? Can you help us with that? Can you help us with this? Can you help us with that? Just like they do with Joe. And let's say these people now, for whatever reason, had to depart. Open the bloody doors then. What was any of that? What was any of that? What even was any of that? Let's close it off with Aaron's second request, which was Semarang Barn. I don't think anyone else has requested. If you have, please remind me quickly. I don't think anyone else has requested anything. So we'll end it on Semarang Barn. I am going to remove the request the route banners. Is it? You call them banners? I don't know. Why? I don't like this. Maybe a bit more yellow. I'm a nice burnt caramel, and I can't. My camera doesn't do me justice. I'm a sexy motherfucker. The camera doesn't do me justice. Camera doesn't do me justice. So bright. Okay. Boom. Boom. Josiah says Southern has speed. Haven't you already requested, Josiah? You've already requested. So did Aaron, but he requested first. So that's why I'm doing it in that order. Rivet won't do it, but there's a loco SP420 that has run almost every type of train. It's just there for 50 years. So if they made that, they'd be set for future SPB routes. If I bought a couple of DLCs, some CDQs. Navi, I can't get my head around this not compatible for TSW4 thing. It's not possible. every single DLC that's not New York NEC or that switcher for that was a DLC for that route is TSW4 compatible. Everything has been moved on. It's impossible that you've got a route that you bought for TSW3, TSW2 or TSW 2020 and you can't use in TSW4. I don't understand it. And to say that is because you bought it from CD Keys, they wouldn't help you, is cheeky as hell. That is so cheeky, it's disgusting. That is actually disgusting because that's their own, that's their thing that you can buy. Bro, people, when TSW4 first became a thing and people were buying some older routes, the TSW3 ones were cheaper, so they would buy the TSW3 ones and it would automatically move over to TSW4. So how are they saying that as long as it's on Steam, forget Steam, as long as it's on any platform, man, as long as it's a TSW product, for them to say they're not touching it because you bought it from a third-party reseller is disgusting. Let's You're wrong, my friend. It's even on their website. What's on their website? Give me a link. Let me open it up on here. So that if I'm wrong, I can shut my gob. Otherwise, my gob will remain open. Maybe that will help. It hasn't helped. Nothing's changed. Literally nothing's changed. The 420 coaches could also open for Vorarlberg and the coaches. Well, I've only just started to see Dovetail backport stuff now, so I mean it's possible. That's another thing that really frustrates me. To say they lose them for a couple of weeks ago. There's not station near me. That's the thing. That's like me with Barking Station. That's like me with Barking Station. That's why I said if I was buying a car, say a Ford, I would necessarily go to a Ford dealer. I can buy from anywhere and Ford some of my warranties. That is bollocks, man. Very rarely have I bought the DLC for that, like, for that year. Very, very rarely. I don't do it. I just don't do it. I just don't. Because you're better off doing it the other way. It's a little bit silly, man. And it's the fact that the reason... Remember, they haven't said no. They haven't said no. They've said because you bought it from that website, we're not going to look into it. It's not that it's not possible. It's that you bought it from someone other than their direct source of income. Dickheads. Actual dickheads. How are you treating your customers? That is an abysmal way to treat your customers. Because you don't outright go and say don't buy from resellers. They say we wouldn't advise it. We wouldn't recommend it. They don't say don't do it. It's their product at the end of the day. How ridiculous. How ridiculous. It's embarrassing. Actually embarrassing. Shameless. Actually shameless. Not sure why DSG said about CD keys, but I can 1000% say NEC is not compatible. I know. I don't think Navi's going on about the NEC though. The NEC is the one thing that, yeah, obviously that wasn't made for any other TSW. What route were you talking about, Navi? Oh, you're talking about Northeast Corridor. Oh my God, no! Of course not. They can't move now. They can't move, geezer. You're not moving. You're not moving that. Of course not. That was never made for any other TSW. You see how all the routes were ported for TSW 2. Wait, sorry. Yeah, TSW 2. That was the only one they said that they couldn't do it for. There was an issue, some sort of issue. Same with the switcher that came with it. So no, sorry. I thought you were talking about the other Great Western Express and Rapid Transit. No. No one's got that one, mate. No one's got that on TSW 4. That's only playable. That's only playable on TSW 2020. Sorry, I completely misunderstood. That was my bad. Sorry. He more or less said if I had bought from Steam, he would have given me a code for that route. C'est pas possible. It didn't move. It didn't move over. There's like a later route that was JK Josiah. Thank you for stopping by, my man. Thank you for the follow as well. Blessings to you. What's the new one? Is it New York to Trenton? That's the one, right? New York to Trenton. I think that's Northeast Corridor. If I'm mistaken, please correct me. But that 2020 one specifically isn't going anywhere. That's not going anywhere. What I'm trying to train that's on is a freight service. Right then. Does anyone know what WTB remote control is? What do I do wrong with AFP? There's something I do wrong. I don't know what it is. There's something I do that's not right. I'm trying to find the email they sent me. The route is Northeast Corridor, New York. Yeah, New York to Trenton. New York to Trenton. But the original one, the first one, never moved past TSW 2020. So I'm assuming they're willing to give you New York to Trenton, in which case is generous. Okay, maybe you just need to be moving for it to work, I guess. What am I doing wrong with regards to what am I doing wrong with regards to AFB here? Oh, fuck's sake. Thanks. Unfortunately, NEC New York show was completely broken. Was it that bad? Wasn't it? Didn't it work? Didn't it work fine on DSW 2020? My guy, I've responded to it, my man. I've responded to it. It's all right. You don't need to do all of that. How do I clear that silliness there? It's gone. I felt like I responded to it pretty quickly. Done. Nice one, Nabil. Welcome back to the stream. Yeah, see, more or less than that, he would have given me a key for new strength and 15. Then maybe, I don't know, maybe there's like some technicalities there. But if that's the case, if he was actually willing to do that for real, then that's generous. So fair play to that particular staff member. In that case, then I can't imagine there being a technicality giving you a route, but you get it, like, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. No, it still doesn't make sense to me. It still doesn't entirely make sense to me. The intention was good, though. I should have probably continued reading what you said. I just read about the attitude thing. The attitude thing. Yeah, that's not great. That's not great. Yeah. Nothing to say really, that's not great. No screenshots today. I mean, Abel, you've blessed us enough, my guy. It's been a long day, I'm so confused. Which route is it you're after? So basically, he did purchase NEC New York to Rochelle, but the staff member that was dealing with him was willing to give him New York to Trenton instead. But because he had bought the initial NEC, the original one, from CD Keys, they couldn't generously give him New York to Trenton. I finally understood it. I think we've discussed that like 3 times previously, and I finally understood it. But yeah, not great that you ain't treated well. Obviously, that's yeah. Sounds a bit rivety to me. Bit of Rivet Games that. What are you saying, great? Nabil's got you for the link, he'll post it. Wait, it wasn't even a link. Oh, that's strange. Oh, because of the I'll do some. It's late, I'm tired, I'm off 3 hours sleep. I don't know. I find that funny. It's just such a silly thing, isn't it? It's such a silly thing for the bot to catch. No, Nabil, you don't, man. You don't. Just hang around for a bit. I've got 11 minutes left. You don't have to go. Trust me. It's in your mind. It's in your mind. There's no hymns. There's no hearts. There's nothing to think about. Just relax. You're good, man. Just be comfortable. Have a cup of air tea. Just kick back, man. It's all good. Trust me. Why did he do it again? Why did he do it again?
Sifa.
I don't. Maybe did it? Was he? Why did he type it again? I maybe copied and pasted it by accident. How do people know when they're not timed out anymore? Oh, Jason, why did he type it again? You played yourself. How do you guys know when you're not timed out anymore? I feel like are you allowed back on the stream, but you just can't type? I'll think like it completely like stops you from coming back to the stream. There's a great message saying it. Oh right, but so they're allowed back. Like people are allowed back into the stream. I guess they just can't type.
Sifa.
I haven't really had an appetite the last couple of days. I don't know what's going on. I miss my appetite. Hello again, Aaron. Welcome back to the stream. He didn't, Navi. Sorry, he didn't, Jason. Not from the person that dealt with him anyway. As I've understood it.
Sifa.
Since I'm very new to YouTube and streams and very young, I'm not going to reveal my voice on stream. Let me give you some motivation. Let me give you some inspiration. Let me give you some inspiration. It's not a request. American Bottle is not a request. So I'm not cucking anyone here. Here you go, Aaron.
Alright guys, welcome to my video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to remove a file that contains all the mods that you've installed for Grand Theft Auto San Andreas for the PC. So anyway, I had this problem with one mod that did not want to remove. I used Alcy's IMG editor or Alkid or however you want to pronounce it. I tried using that. I exported. I had a mod on the hot ring. Exported it several times and imported the original one to no avail. Uninstalled and reinstalled again and again and again. I still had.
My point is, Aaron, you got to start somewhere, innit? You got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. And hey, look, it's my second most viewed video. To this day, it's my second most viewed video ever. So hey, you know, you got to start somewhere. And it isn't a case of you couldn't help me out. It's a case of you wouldn't help me out. Ironically, you kind of. No, that's the thing. It was a choice. It was a choice. He didn't say it was impossible to sort that out for you. For the face 10k subs. That's not a bad thing, you know. Why have I not been locked out? What's this? What did I do? Neutral section, innit? There you go, darling. There you go. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. I was 26 11 years ago. Fuck you, Navi. Yeah, you haven't dropped that joke, I see. No worries. No worries. Carry on. Chances are high I saw your CCD over the wheel setup. If you've ever wanted to set up a steering wheel for city car driving, yes, you would have seen that video. It's the top one. Yes, that's me. That's me. If only all my videos did those numbers, eh? I don't understand how to this day, up to today, day by day, it still gets more views than everything else. To this day. Who's still playing City Car Driving 1? At least if when the new one releases, maybe we'll get people accidentally clicking on that one. That's gonna be a good boost for my video, to be honest. But who's still buying City Car Driving to this day and looking on tutorials for how to connect their steering wheel? If you want my voice, like a lot of them DMs on Discord. I mean, hey, I'm not pursuing it. You're more than welcome to join like the Minecraft. My foot. You're more than welcome to join the Minecraft channels and stuff like that. Hayasmat's very, very young, very, very young, and he was in a call with like everyone that's like post puberty, and he handled it very well. So you're good, Aaron. Trust me, mate. And if anyone wants to say anything and be stupid or silly, if it's one thing I don't fuck with to this day, it's bullying. So you'll get kicked out straight out of Discord. I don't want nothing to do with you no more. I don't play with bullying. While I can't change your opinion on DTG after that experience, send me a voice by Discord. It's not what you know, it's who you know. It ain't what you know, it's who you know. It's not about how many qualifications you got, it's who you're connected to. You got a plug. You got a plug. You got a plug. Thank you very much, Jason. Navi, the offer's on the table for you, mate. Jason's willing to sort you out. It's about who you know in this life. After looking at it, because I like listening to a new word, London accent. Man, that was when I was like, I was still very ghetto. That was before I even went left, because I went left once for a little while in my life. That was before that. That was that was a build up to that. So I was it was very ghetto. But I sounded like for my age, I sounded like any other like Londoner that would have been making YouTube videos that grew up in like a particular area. If it's in a public voice channel outside it. I mean, that's the beauty of free will, ain't it? Aaron, you choose, my friend. If you're in a release of my wrist, I've hurt myself today so many times. Because I'm talking and I'm like I'm being like, what's the word? I'm being like, there's a word for it. I'm doing too much basically. If you want to release your voice into the world, go ahead. If not, and you never want, look, hey. No, that's not a good example to use. Listen, the choice is yours, basically, and I'm not going to use the example I was going to use. That actually hurt my wrist, man. I got a beauty spot on my wrist. How do you get beauty spots? And are they ever going to become moles? I hope not. I used to have one somewhere and it's gone, so they do go away. I also know what the point in them is. Why are they called beauty spots? We're 2.3 miles away, but are we really 2.3 miles away? Are we actually 2.3 miles away? Or are we going to start twisting and snaking and slivering through mountains? We actually are. Okay. So we ended up finishing bang on time, surprisingly.
Zugbeeinflussung. Türfreigabe. Türfreigabe.
No, not again.
Türfreigabe.
Not that again. Please. That was rough, innit? Oh, that was a bit rough. Jesus. That wasn't great. Those are great fun. They don't sound great, but they're great fun to drive around. Whiplash. Oh, mate. Everyone's filing a claim. Everyone on this train is filing a claim. Even me. That was ridiculous. That wasn't it at all. Nope. I agree.
Tiefer.
That was not it at all. Nowhere near being it. Track 627. Do you guys want another TSW4 VR video? The other one's almost on 300 views, which again isn't immaculate, but it's better than a lot of other videos. But I don't know whether that's like you guys that are watching it or whether it's just
Tiefer.
doing well because people are interested in VR. Ah, Jason, those phone calls, yeah. Oh my lord. Like we'd get them at my family house. Oh, every day, like 2 or 3, every single day. One of the main reasons I said to myself, I am not doing a landline. Hell no. Hell no.
Tiefer.
Do you guys want me to keep the stream up until you finish up, like, the conversation, or am I good to end the stream once we're done here? Apparently, you're meant to stop at these. Who is it that taught me that? You're meant to stop at these W's. They act like a stop sign. Too much work for TSW to implement. No, but you're good. Okay. You told me 11. No, Nabil, you're clear to go. You're clear to go. I said what I said. It was 11 minutes. It's now been 14. It's up to you whether you want to stay or go, my man. Appreciate you staying here regardless. There is some peace about traveling at low speeds through the sidings and just hearing the clickety clackety and just going past various stocks and wagons and hoppers and tankers. I'm gonna go then we're tired to be honest. Yeah, go get your rest, my man. Tomorrow is another day.
Tiefer.
Shh.
Türfreigabe. Türfreigabe. Türfreigabe.
Wow, I finished a Samarangbon run on a stream. Incredible. Incredible. All right. My sleeping schedule needs to be respectable. Hey. I always respect your sleeping schedule. Always. All right, then, my people. It has come to that time in the day when we say goodbye. Until tomorrow. Until tomorrow. Hey, listen. I know you guys, half of you on it, don't give a shit. A single toss, not one toss about GTA roleplay. But it's actually kind of fun. Give it a go. You might like it. But if you're not bothered to, and if you refuse to, Train Sim Mod 4 is back this time tomorrow. No, this time tomorrow. It's going to finish at this time, hopefully. But 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. again. And we'll be doing some more request to stream. Again, unless, like, I come across a cool looking timetable that I wanna focus a stream on. It should just be another requester route. So I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day, wherever you are, whatever time it is. Stay safe as per usual. Jason, no pressure. No pressure. No pressure, man. I'll be there, me, myself, and I in these streams. Aaron will stop by every now and again. Nabil will stop by every now and again. Holy Trucker every now and again. For the most part, it's just me, myself, and I just having a great time with my character. Danny Elwood. I haven't forgotten about the mice. I'll give them away very soon. But yes, have a lovely rest of your day. Take care of each other. Stay safe. Look after yourselves. Look after your health. Health is wealth. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care and peace out.